It's not hard to dream. Dreams are a dime a dozen. It's not even that hard to close the gap between a dream and a formulated idea. What's really hard is transforming a dream into reality. There's always a number of excuses for us not to pursue our dreams. Cost, job, timing, the risks, the unknown, or maybe we just have a hard time walking away from what's comfortable and familiar. It's much easier to stay on the couch and watch a good story than it is to go out and live a good story. So it all began with a casual how's life phone call with my buddy John. Somewhere between talking about new job opportunities and living situations, a dream was birthed. For us, the dream was to travel. The idea was to take 4 months to travel the entire west side of South America. We wanted to experience the true essence of the people and places of every country along our journey. The conscious choice to displace ourselves and go to places that we've never been rewards us with a glorious paradigm shift. Traveling reminds us that the world is really big, and standards of normality are vastly different from one place to the next. John and I knew what we wanted to do, and we knew why we wanted to do it. The only question left, that crippling question, the question that has stifled so many dreams. How?
Where should we go?
I was thinking down and out.
You think that way?
It's time for us to just swallow our pride. Put a smile on our face and tell everyone we got lost. But in all the places I would consider being lost, this is for sure top 5 places to get lost.
Yeah.
In my 25 years of living and breathing on planet Earth, I've learned that most of the good things in life are hard. And almost all of the hard things in life take patience. We planned extensively for 1.5 years, and like a butterfly slowly wrestling its way out of its cocoon, what was once just a dream transformed into a formulated and thought-out plan of action. As we contemplated the logistics of traveling 8,000 miles in a foreign continent, the weight of unanswered questions became heavy. But we chose to embrace the unknown and venture down south. This endeavor was not only left to John and I. We had a handful of travel-hungry friends come join us as we made our way north. One of John's closest childhood friends, J.A.K, joined us for over half the journey. The trip would not have been possible without the generosity of J.A.K. For nearly 2 years, we saved and scrounged every dime we had to make the trip a reality. And we got on the plane still not knowing if we would have enough to accomplish our task. But to our surprise, just before he said his goodbyes, J.A.K left us with just the right amount of extra funds for John and I to finish the trip.
You guys are putting on the spot right now? Yes, he's on the spot. I don't do well on the spot. Not doing well on the spot. Barrel J. Yeah! Going north, we're northbound. Been a long time on this freaking bus, but we're headed to Barrel J.
There's something about walls of rock and vast spaces of ocean that seem to beckon a depth of life that could never be matched by our concrete cities or our mass-produced urban neighborhoods. I've always loved mountains. It's difficult to describe exactly why, but there's a sense of awe and wonder that drapes over my soul like a warm wool blanket whenever I'm around them. And oceans never fail to remind me not only of how small and vulnerable I am, but how big and absolute God is. They help me to stay humble and gently yet sternly remind me of how fragile my life is. Nature has a way of showing us that life is truly more miraculous and beautiful than we give it credit for. Pictures didn't quite cut it for us. John and I had to see for ourselves. During our journey, we got to explore some of the most beautiful and epic places in the world. We got to see sights that no picture or video could ever do justice. We traveled to places with such beauty that they made us want to give up everything we had to live the rest of our lives there. But the memories that John and I truly hold as treasure, the experiences that will forever stay in our minds and leave us inspired, are not of places. They're of people. People like Oscar, a hard worker who made us feel welcomed in his hostel. And Omar, who we enjoyed a long afternoon with in a courtyard, drinking coffee and soaking up the warm afternoon sunshine. Or people like Marcus, a 21-year-old from Germany. We hiked with Marcus for 2 days. We had a blast, laughing with him, hearing his story, and enjoying the beautiful views of Patagonia together. And Tina, a fellow traveler who spent 4 days with us on a beautiful campground in the Andes Mountains. we helped Tina learn how to skip rocks for the first time. David and Michelle, who live in Santiago, Chile. They connected us with dozens of local Chilean friends, as well as many others along our journey. Mark and Mike, who we met during our trek up to Machu Picchu. Jorge and his family in Cusco, Peru, who we ended up staying with for about a week in total. They cooked breakfast and dinner for us almost every day. Or Samuel, who took us into his home for almost a month, as if we were his own brothers.
Never suppose this because God love you.
And there's Anna and Anita.
Wow.
And Kevin. Leslie. Or people like Chris and Natalie. And Felipe. And the list goes on and on. There is something so innate about enjoying the company of another. Laughing and dancing, singing and crying. Sharing moments with others is an essential part of the human experience. Like drinking water or eating food. It's what we are meant to do. We are meant to enjoy each other's similarities and cherish each other's differences. We are meant to explore the hearts of one another, to journey into personal, authentic interactions, and embark on relational adventures every day. During our travels, John and I came to realize something so elegantly simple. People are more valuable than places. And the good news is, people are everywhere. But thanks to everyone who gave us food, gave us a place to stay, gave us love and hospitality. Thanks to everyone who showed us their community, introduced us to their friends. Thank you so much to everyone on behalf of all of us, John, Jake, and myself. John and I have been together for 4 months straight. We have dealt with many conflicts and have been able to keep on trekking and enjoy one another even after having conflict. We have just developed such a close bond, such a close relationship, and a really, really solid, functional partnership. We make a great team. We kind of feel like we could take on the world together and do anything. That's John's thumb.
Things have been a little ridiculous, one might say, with the two individuals that are in this tent. I won't mention any names. Yeah, there's not much to say. This is life, as you can see here. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, sure I do.
Jimmy?
Yeah, no, over here.
Jimmy in the back.
No, over here.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah.
Have you seen my upper lip recently? Because I haven't, you know?